Back from the dead to take over the world, it's paneling. Hello, friends. First and foremost, today we're here to have a chill time. Second and foremost, here to learn something. I'm getting into the background effects on this picture of Don Quixote do Flamingo that we're copying from this panel. I'm on the way. The first thing I'm going to do here is save. It's funny, in the last episode, I'm like, I'm going to start the episode by saving the drawing. And I almost saved the drawing before the recording session. I'm like, no, I'll do it on camera because that's a funny joke when I forget to save things. And then I forgot to save. So my setup is pretty decent, but I'm not immune to random crashes. And they happen at a level of frequency that is like dangerous. And I don't mean they happen all the time. I mean they happen like maybe once every 2 months. So it's like just long enough that I think I'm safe. And then the computer will crash and I'll lose like 2 hours of work. I've become better about saving than I used to be. I haven't lost like an entire piece in a long time. But that has happened to me. It sucks. There's a lot of benefits to working digitally, and that is not one of them. These kind of effects, and they're really all motion lines of a sort, even though some of them are more akin to dots. I really like the effect, though, and the way that it communicates the speed and the motion. It's cool. Not bad, not bad. I feel like my next video series is going to be Metroid related. Probably fan art. I'm toying with the idea of trying to start some kind of campaign to get me to do an official Metroid comic, like paid for by Nintendo. That kind of thing. I think it would be cool. I think I'd be great at it. And I think that everybody would really enjoy it. So kind of a weird place to announce that, but you give a shout to Nintendo of America. Tell them your favorite cartoonist is Brendan Alvetsky, and that he should really draw a Metroid comic. That you would buy that. Definitely tell them that you would buy it. I feel like that's going to be an important part of the formula. There's a lot of people that talk about, like, ooh, what's your dream property to work on? And answer I always used to give to that is, it's Mario Kart. And people are like, what the hell is that? I'm like, well, it's my property that I made up. That's why it's my dream. I want to work on my own property. And that's still true. But if I had to choose somebody else's IP, Metroid. And honestly, that's like a very close second to working on my own material. And the great thing about working on your own material is that no one can stop you. That's the best thing about working on comics in general, is that no one can stop you. And honestly, if I wanted to make a Metroid comic, I've done it before. I had made a comic called The Trouble with Metroids for the Metroid 35 zine 3 years ago. 3 years ago. The Metroid 35 zine was. Yikes. Anyways. And I even made another Metroid comic, a one-page comic with Frankie White. But when you're working on somebody else's IP, if you're not getting paid to do it, as painful as it is, it's like, I can't just make fan comics. I have to do things that make me money so that I can do things like buy food. That's what I think to myself. I don't know. Believe to achieve. Put it out there. I would draw the hell out of a Metroid comic. You know I would. So Odie used finer lines than I did. But I'm thick line, gang. I said it to you in dated meme slang so you would understand. I feel like that's one thing that I've learned as I've gotten older. Is it's like people of generations older than me will ridicule me for talking like a millennial, and people generations under me will ridicule me for talking like a millennial, and also ridicule me for talking like they do. You can't win. Just do whatever. Who cares? Have a chill time. And enjoy yourself. Have fun. I love that hand. That's my favorite thing about the whole drawing. I made a mistake. And no one's going to suffer for it but me. But before I did, I toyed with the idea before I put in all this background stuff, doing a selection tool, selecting the inverse, and then laying in that one gray layer for to separate the Doflamingo figure from the background like Oda did here. And I decided not to. And like, I'll do it now. Now I can't do it because I laid all of the detail in on the background. Whatever. Live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. I did not mention. I did a Sonic video a long time ago. I did a mini comic convention in Deep River, Connecticut, where I met somebody who is personal friends with the singer of Crush 40, and I was like, that is unbelievable. I love Crush 40. And it was the kind of thing where I had my little Sonic piece that I did for it, and I was just talking to somebody, and I was talking about how I did a video of me making the thing, and it was like, oh, most of it's just me talking about how much I love Crush 40. And they're like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I was like, what? All right. Pleased with the detail. Again, I'm a little bit lower detail than Oda. That's fine. We've captured the spirit, I feel. It's just a couple of things that I want to do. Thicken up the glasses. Alright. Soon we have to do lettering. Alright, so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make this blue. This could have been 2 clicks if I had done it earlier. Now I gotta do the whole outline. But that's okay. Sometimes it's good to do things the hard way. You know, in working the process and creating your process and developing your process and developing the way that you solve problems and developing the way that you work on a piece, that's what makes your personal style. That's what makes things that look like you made them, that makes things special, memorable, real. When you don't take shortcuts, that's when you get real, lasting results. Skills, memories, and achievements that you will have for the entirety of your life. When you make a book, when you make a comic, regardless of whether or not it is commercially successful, because think of all the things that you love, all the movies and the books and the shows, whatever that you love that have not been commercially successful and have been cut tragically short before their time, flopped at the box office and never got a sequel. Only had one run printed and now there's just a dusty old copy at the library that you love to death. Those are great, great things. You could make one. And no one will ever be able to take that away from you when you've made something. So, I always encourage people to get creative in whatever capacity fits for you. And work hard. Alright, we'll finish this up next time. We'll drop some lettering in next time. And that might be the last episode of this paneling series. We will see. Hey, before you go, check out all the links in the description. There's a ton of them now. Check out my coffee page. Leave me a tip. Check out the store. Buy Mario Kira comics. Sign up for Leaded Pulp subscription. New comics every month. You sign up for the subscription, you get all the back issues. So right now there's only one back issue, but that number is only going to keep going month by month. The subscription is going to become more and more enticing the longer we go on. But check that out. Please and thank you. It helps support me as an independent artist, and I really, really appreciate that. If you're looking to contribute just in a moral support kind of way, the best way to do that, probably like, comment, subscribe on the channel. Hey, that's completely free to do, and it makes me feel great. So hey, if you want to make my day, do one of those things. Also check out maybe the Kickstarter page for Circuit Champ. Circuit Champ's a great, cool comic about mech fighting, so if you like tournament arcs and you like robots, that is definitely the comic for you. And you can always read the first chapter for free to see if it's for you. So hey, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.